of CSGO skins binning and the recent scandal surrounding it when two YouTubers, Syndicate and Team Martin, promoted the lottery website CSGO Lotto on their YouTube page without disclosing the fact that they owned and operated it. This and a couple of lawsuits for illegal gambling caused Valve to finally take action and issue a cease and desist against these skins betting websites. Some of them have been gone down, some of them remain defined and are still up. As for CSGO Lotto, well, it might as well be a GeoCities webpage with an under construction GIF. Let's throw a dancing baby on there for good measure. But skins betting is only one side of the pervasiveness that is video games gambling. The other is legitimate betting. Here in Australia, online betting is illegal, and everyone tried to go in so quickly that they didn't even bother coming up with different names. We have CrownBet, SportsBet, CentreBet, the Betty Ford Clinic, and the poorly named Free2Bet. I may have made a couple of those ones up. A lot of these are offering odds on esports, and normally I'd say all power to them, but I don't feel like they're entering this field with the cleanest of intentions. And they also just happen to be entering a field that is rife with issues. I've spoken previously of the Adderall doping amongst esports community, but there is also the issue of match fixing. In 2013, Dota player Stolo was found to have bet against his own team. And here's the kicker, by doing this, he made $322. Not $322,000, just straight up Earth dollars. That is enough, by the way, to buy 4 hummingbird feeding masks, which you need to hide from the embarrassment of throwing a game over $322. And just this year, World StarCraft champion Life was found to have thrown a pair of matches last year, earning 70 million Korean won in the process. I don't even need to tell you how many hummingbird masks you can buy for that money.
He just puts down 2 gas and goes for Stargate pretty fast. And I think Life has actually no idea.
Now, I'm not saying that every match is rigged. These instances are still rare. However, they are a lot more common than I'd like them to be. But despite this, betting agencies are still climbing over themselves to make a quick buck out of esports. Just look at William Hill. They are advertising heavily on Twitch, and on their own webpage, they have a whole page dedicated to esports. However, you could almost make a competitive sport out of spotting the factual errors on this page. And go! Players come together and compete in tournaments such as the World Cyber Games. The World Cyber Games dissolved in 2014. Games are normally played in a MOBA. The most prominent games are Dota 2. Even Dota will admit that it isn't the most prominent MOBA. StarCraft is another popular MOBA. StarCraft is a MOBA. Yes, the real-time strategy title StarCraft 2 is a MOBA. Because according to William Hill, this League of Legends team is exactly the same as this StarCraft team. This shows that these betting agencies don't care about esports, they just see us as a demographic, as a mark, as a potential lifetime customer. Because let's face it, the majority of esports audience are young adults and teenagers. And all the evidence shows that young adults are particularly vulnerable to gambling problems, with teenagers 4 times more likely to develop gambling problems than adults. Betting agency Sportsbet has said that it goes to great lengths to ensure that minors don't see its ads. And yet, the Friday night telecast of Sportsbet and Tom Waterhouse ads is often rudely interrupted by games of football. It is easy to see these ads everywhere. It's even easier to sign up. Hell, this Sonic doll managed to sign up for a betting account. That Sonic doll is now $5,000 in debt. They're gonna break its hands or paws or whatever you call them. The normalization of gambling is distressing. No one wants to see young adults or even Sonic dolls throw their lives away into the world of problem gambling. And yet, these betting agencies are not helping by being everywhere, by peddling their wares into every facet of our lives, our football, our esports. And it's clear they don't care either. I'm not saying that you shouldn't bet on esports. I'm just saying that you should at least choose a company that knows the difference between an RTS and a MOBA. And that is everything that has happened in the world ever.